We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the tackler. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Going to the running game. Makes him talk to the hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Got his man downfield. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's drones. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's drones. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll try the left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 14, UCLA 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Back to pass, it's Garbers. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Finds his man in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star.
Wideout.
What a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking for a huge play. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
Picked off! Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it on the outside, it's Kemp. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on second down. To the ground with the back. They knock him down right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Throws to the tight end. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared.
Makes the catch down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Drones. He'll pull it down and run. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Caught in the backfield, it's Heath. Stopped after making the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On second down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Coming after him. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Hokies! What a catch and run for 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly.
And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He fires it out to the right. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Steps away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Quarterback keeps it. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stops right at the 2. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
So they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession. But give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Might be looking to run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
UCLA. Number 4 with points for the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 18 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll ride the hot hand. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a ladder going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Drones. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Running with power. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
UCLA, number 25, with the carry.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Drones. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slide 22.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
The Hokies are on the move. On the move, it's Thomas. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Keith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Flying down the left side. And tremendous return on the play before he's brought down.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
The give to the left. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the move. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, time to bust out those cigars, guys, as the clock has hit 0 between Alabama and Tennessee. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to get to it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the tailback. Pirouettes through. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of